If you're not careful. Oh, there's other cars that drove back further. Cookie's good though. Okay, Google says 2 L's. Okay. This is adorable. E-bike? Yeah. What a stretch. I know, you had quite the voyage. You can loaf if you want. I'm just chilling here. Hey, no calls, no loaf. Only snack. Only beep. Yeah, I hear the dogs in that house. Someone's beagle. Brrr. That's funny. Are grapes bad for goats? No. They can eat grapes. Do e-bikes have regenerative braking or whatevs? Never rode one. E-bikes are a lot like regular bikes in that there's a lot of different configurations and styles of like how it is. Mine does not, because mine was a regular bike that I made into an e-bike with a motor on the front and the battery over on the side here, or on the back. But some pre-built ones, which they tend, the more fancier features like regenerative braking and stuff, the pricier they get. I've seen some really high-end ones run for like 10K. 1K seems to be the entry level for like more expensive pre-built ones. The cheapest pre-built one I've seen was this like tiny, and I mean tiny, it was like this tall and had really tiny wheels and was just like barely a frame and a battery. It was like $400. I think that was pre-inflation though, it might be more now. Or you could get a motor kit and a battery and do that. The battery I have was pretty expensive. It was like $400. A motor I think was either $80 to $100. And then the bike itself was $200. So it was a bit of an investment, but it's working out pretty good. But a lot of times it depends on just what you want out of a bike. Like some people want cruiser bikes where they just ride them around. Some people want bikes to ride to work because they live in the city and they don't have to go very far. Some people want e-mountain bikes so they can go tear it up in the mountain, even though it's hard for them. I notice a lot of people that wouldn't be riding bikes, you know, like people with like injuries or older people that might have like knee ailments have e-bikes now because, you know, they can have the pedal assist. And then another one that's been growing in popularity is cargo trikes or cargo bikes, where they're kind of built like mine, where they can carry stuff in the back or the front, especially with businesses that need to deliver in the city, like UPS. I think got a fleet of cargo bikes to do package deliveries in big cities because they can just zip in the bike lane and avoid traffic and then deliver faster. But I'm in a bit of a rural area, so we don't have those. We have the regular trucks. But yeah, makes sense. Like the variety, it feels like progress. Yeah, in a way, it kind of reminds me of like hot rod culture with cars, where yeah, you have this baseline Model T or whatever, and then there's a bunch of different ways you can mess with it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like hot rod stuff. But that makes it fun. I've seen those kits to make them into an E, pretty cool. Some of the tiny ones are good for buzzing about a campground. Yeah. Yeah, goat-sized bike. Yeah. Beep beep. Personally, I like one that saves money at the gas tank because you don't need gas. Because you can just plug this one into the wall and stuff. Two, you don't need to take a driver's license, which currently I don't have. I'm probably get one at some point in the future. But you don't need a driver's license to get an e-bike. And then two, you don't have the costs that come with a car. I mean, yeah, sure, they had to get the motor and the battery, and that was expensive. But I don't have to pay insurance or car payments or anything like that, or licensing fees that I would like I had to on a car. I mean, we snuck into the park because the park has a $5 fee for cars. Hi, what a stretch. As a $5 fee for cars, but since we don't have a plate number on the bike, we didn't pay the fee because, like, okay, it's not a car. We just walked in. Yeah. Seen some really cool rail bikes that run on old disused rail lines. Ah, yeah, I've seen those. How's the battery percentage doing? I don't know. Let's check it. I'll have to check the phone battery at some point. Oh my goodness, I sat down too long. It still says full there. Leave. I'll just sit here for a little while longer, Miss Pop-Tart.